Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to extend the life of your wheel bearings. Wheel bearings are a critical part of your car's suspension system, and they play a vital role in keeping your wheels turning smoothly. However, they can also be one of the most expensive parts to replace. In this video, I'm going to share some tips on how to keep your wheel bearings in good condition and avoid having to replace them prematurely. So, if you're interested in learning more, keep watching. Wheel bearings are designed to last a long time, typically around 100,000 miles or more. However, several factors can affect their lifespan, and in some cases they may need to be replaced sooner. Several factors can affect the life of a wheel bearing, including the design of the wheel bearing itself can play a role in its lifespan. Some designs are more durable than others, and some are better suited to handle specific types of driving conditions. The quality of the wheel bearing is also important. Bearings made from high-quality materials and with precise tolerances will last longer than those made from lower-quality materials. The manufacturer of the wheel bearing can also affect its lifespan. Some manufacturers have a reputation for producing high-quality bearings, while others may produce bearings that are more prone to failure. The way the wheel bearing is installed can also affect its lifespan. If the bearing is not installed correctly, it can be damaged or put under undue stress, which can shorten its lifespan. The driving conditions that the wheel bearing is subjected to can also affect its lifespan. Bearings that are driven in harsh conditions, such as on rough roads or in extreme temperatures, will wear out faster than bearings that are driven in more moderate conditions. By understanding the factors that can affect the life of a wheel bearing, you can take steps to extend its lifespan. This includes choosing high-quality bearings, having them installed correctly, and avoiding driving in harsh conditions. By following these tips, you can help to ensure that your wheel bearings last for many miles to come. Car modifications. While car modifications can be fun and exciting, they can also put extra stress on your wheel bearings. If you've modified your car, it's important to be aware of the potential impact on your bearings and take steps to mitigate the risks. This might involve using higher quality bearings, having them inspected more frequently, or even opting for a different type of bearing altogether. Drive carefully. The way you drive can have a big impact on the lifespan of your wheel bearings. Aggressive driving, such as hard braking and acceleration, can put a lot of stress on the bearings and cause them to wear out prematurely. It's important to drive smoothly and avoid sudden changes in speed or direction. Avoid deep water or mud. Deep water and mud can be very damaging to wheel bearings. The water can get into the bearings and cause them to rust, while the mud can act as an abrasive and wear down the bearing surfaces. If you must drive through deep water or mud, do so slowly and carefully, and be sure to have your bearings inspected afterwards. Replace wheel bearings in pairs. When you replace a wheel bearing, it's always a good idea to replace the bearing on the other side of the car as well. This is because the bearings on both sides of the car are subject to the same amount of wear and tear, and if one bearing fails, the other is likely to follow soon after. Replacing both bearings at the same time will help to ensure that your car is safe and reliable. Ensure the quality of replacement wheel bearings. When you're replacing your wheel bearings, it's important to use high-quality bearings. Cheap, low-quality bearings are more likely to fail prematurely, which can be dangerous and costly. It's worth spending a little extra money on good quality bearings to ensure that they last for a long time. Install new wheel bearings correctly. It's important to install new wheel bearings correctly. If they're not installed properly, they can fail prematurely. It's always best to have a qualified mechanic install your new wheel bearings. Use parts recommended by the manufacturer when you're replacing your wheel bearings. It's important to use parts that are recommended by the manufacturer of your car. Using the wrong parts can void your warranty and could even damage your car. Install wheel bearings adapted to vehicle modifications. If you've modified your car, you may need to install wheel bearings that are specifically designed for modified vehicles. These bearings will be able to handle the extra stress that your car is putting on them. By following these tips, you can help to extend the life of your wheel bearings and keep your car safe and reliable.